Ice Lake and Island Lake is an iconic destination location for all of those who hike the lower San Juan Mountain area. It's located right off of Highway 550, otherwise known as the very popular Million-Dollar Highway, and it's probably no more than 5 to 10 minutes north, right off of the Million-Dollar Highway, of the small mining town and destination location of Silverton, Colorado. Ice Lake and Island Lake Trail is a very, very popular hike in the Silverton area, and is certainly is recommended during any time of the months of the summer that you get there very early. The trailhead fills up extremely quickly. If one were so inclined and maybe worried about mileage for a particular day, you could do either one of the two hikes as an out and back. Both of them have their advantages. Ice Lake is a blue Gatorade blue lake that you probably don't see very frequently, and then Island Lake, obviously, with the mountain backdrops, has a small island feature in the middle of the lake. We chose to do the loop. It's a lollipop loop, and the stats for us clocked in at about 8.25 miles. It took us about 6.5 hours, with probably a half hour to 45 minutes in each location we stayed. We clocked in at 2,600 feet of total elevation for the day, which made it a very strenuous hike. You need to be in shape to do this. And the elevation at the top is right around 12,452 feet. It is right here where Shelley is standing that the trail splits off into two directions. To the right will take you to Island Lake, and to the left will take you to Ice Lake. Up until this point, it was about 2.5 miles of straight up switchbacks through a burn-scarred area of the lake, of the trail. Excuse me. If you look on all trails, most of the recommendations will take you to Island Lake first, and then Ice Lake, which is a counterclock direction. And I think the theory is, if you read into it, is that it is so popular of a hike that most people will go to Ice Lake first because of the beauty of the blue, the Gatorade blue, and then Island Lake. And that if you do Island Lake first, you're in seclusion there, and then seclusion to Ice Lake. We got up early enough that we took Ice Lake first, had no problems. We feel like the trail is more open in that general direction, and we feel like very, very scenic in all directions, especially looking out over the meadows, as you'll see here. But I would recommend this direction for one reason, and one reason only. Between Ice Lake and Island Lake, there is a section that is quite sketchy, and you'll see me navigate it with the 360 camera. It is rocky. It's uphill from Ice Lake to Island Lake, and it's treacherous with a pretty big drop-off. I would think it would be harder to navigate going downhill just a little bit from Island Lake to Ice Lake, and probably a little bit more safer going in this particular direction.
You say you're still upon us, your spirit lives inside us as a guarantee. Your presence is the promise until we meet the fullness of eternity.
Yep, you heard that right. That was thunder. And this is the reason why this video is cut abruptly short at the end. We booked it down the hill, probably had about 3 miles worth of a good trail run exercise that we got in the pouring rain, so there isn't any video. Overall, we would suggest this hike. We were kind of unimpressed with Ice Lake, but I think that had more to do with the overcast conditions, and it didn't really make the lake pop. Island Lake was extremely unique, a great background, and worth the entire trip. Definitely, if you could do this in the sunshine, I could see where this would be an outstanding hike. And overall, if you're up to the effort, and it is quite an effort with the elevation, and your legs are worth it, and your lungs have got it in you, we would recommend Ice Lake and Island Lake right outside of Silverton, Colorado.